3 in the morning, your build has gone red, and the test that broke passes on your laptop. Every single time. Today you stop guessing, because a test run can leave real evidence behind, if you ask for it. 3 kinds of evidence today, and honestly, they keep getting better as we go. 1 photo, 1 moment. Then a recording of the whole run, start to finish. And then the good one, a flight recorder you can rewind and poke around inside. We will start easy, although even the easy one hides a catch. 3 ways to take a photo, and here is the thing. They don't hand you the same picture at all. The first grabs whatever fits on screen right now. That's it. The second scrolls your entire page, top to bottom, and stitches the whole lot into one tall image. And the third, one element. Nothing around it. Now, the real lines. The first one's the plain call. Hand Playwright a path, you get a PNG back. The second adds full page equals true, and that one little argument changes the file completely. The third hangs the very same call off a locator, instead of off the page. Small difference. Huge result. But here's the move nobody tells beginners about, and you don't call screenshot for any of it. You add one flag to the command you're already running. That's the whole change. Now, every test that fails drops a photo on its own, and the ones that pass leave you absolutely nothing. Look at the gap between those rows. Not one line of code went into your test file. Run that, and a folder just appears right next to your tests. One failing test. One crime scene photo, sitting there waiting for somebody to open it. Keep these 2 apart in your head. Screenshots you write yourself are for people. Bug reports, docs, something a human being actually reads. The flag is for machines. And the flag is what saves you at 3 in the morning, when nobody's awake to press a button. Photos show you the ending. Sometimes, though, you need to watch the whole thing unfold. Remember the dressing room? Back in episode 8? Video's a setting on that. Not on the page, not on the browser. The recording kicks off the instant your context gets created, and the file only lands on disk when that same context closes again. So the dressing room is the thing wearing the camera. Everything happening on the stage inside ends up on the tape. In a plain script, here's how that looks. Pass a folder in when you build the context. That single argument is what switches recording on. Then your test does whatever your test does. And the file only turns up when you close that context. Forget the close and you get nothing at all. With Python, it's a flag again, so you're never managing context by hand. Retain on failure records every single test, then throws the boring ones straight in the bin and keeps the failures for you. Notice the wording on that flag, because the wording really matters. Retain on failure records everything, then quietly deletes whatever passed. 90 videos of green tests? That's just disk space you pay for and never open. Be honest. Have you ever watched one? And now the one that genuinely changes how you debug. Forever. A trace is the flight recorder. For every single step, Playwright keeps a picture of the page before and after, the action itself, the console, the network calls. All of that zipped into one file. 2 lines switch the recorder on and off. Now open that zip, and here's where a trace stops being a log and starts being a recording. Every action you performed, laid out along a timeline. Click any one of them, any one at all, and you're looking at the page exactly as it stood at that instant, with the console line and the network call from that step sitting right beside it. And you can go backwards. Straight back to the step that broke, and wander around inside it. In CI, though, you're never calling any of that by hand. Same flag shape you saw back in Chapter 1. Every red test leaves a zip behind, every green one leaves nothing, and your build quietly uploads that whole folder for you to grab later. So here's the whole thing on one screen. Retain on failure in CI. Every red test hands you a zip. Download that, run show trace, and suddenly you're standing inside the failure itself. Quick check, and this one turns up in interviews constantly. A test fails only in CI, never on your laptop. What's the modern move? Pause here if you want longer. Ready? The answer is C. Trace the run, then open the zip. And here's the sentence to actually say out loud in an interview. We run tracing retain on failure in CI, so any red test hands us a time travel debugger. That's it. That's the whole answer. 3 lines to close Act 2 with. Screenshots catch one moment. Video gives you the whole play start to finish. And a trace? That lets you rewind the flight, then wander around inside it. That's Act 2 done. Next time we crack open Act 3 with network interception, where you take over the mailroom entirely. The whole course is free, over at the Playwright Dojo.